following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
America, Phoenix, Arizona, Brother Mike, back on the radio. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. God bless you today. Today's Bible study, 1 Samuel chapter 8, American Rebellion. The rebellion is on. Today on Hardcore. Welcome to Filthy Fridays on HardcoreChristianity.com. You are about to listen to the nastiest Christian radio broadcast in the entire country. You're going to get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and we don't care who likes it. Newsflash, we never have. Go to the website, if you will, HardcoreChristianity.com. We have all our ministry services there. We have 2 live services every week at 7 p.m., and those services are broadcast with teaching, healing, preaching, and deliverance to our YouTube teaching channel, youtube.com/House of Healing AZ. I preach and teach hardcore Christianity like nobody else in the entire United States. I am the filthiest and nastiest teacher and preacher of the gospel anywhere in the United States. We have flown under the radar on YouTube. They have not caught us yet and not canceled our site. So it's still on YouTube. All the services are broadcast live. Don't forget to sign up for our next free seminar on the website. Don't forget about the ladies only seminar November 14th at 9 a.m. on Saturday. The first one was the bomb. The Holy Spirit fell twice in that seminar. And that is very unusual. He loves blessing the ladies, that's for sure. My wife, Sister Karen, is on the homepage of the website. She'd love to list your home for sale. She loves working with born-again Christians. My daughter, Tara, is also on the homepage of the website. She is a licensed therapist in the great state of Arizona. I've been a professional counselor for 38 years. My daughter kind of took a chip off the old block on that one. American Rebellion. Oh my goodness, friends, we're in trouble like you can't even believe. It's unreal. The election is coming up, and my God, if Biden wins, all of us are dead in the water. Satan has completely taken over the Democratic Party. He's only taken over about 80% of the Republican Party. 100% of the Democrat Party has been taken over. Biden is a messenger of Satan. There's no question about it. I don't like Trump or Biden. Neither one of them, of course, are born-again, spirit-filled Christians. They're both nuts. But their policies couldn't possibly be more different. For example, if you vote for Biden, you're voting for open borders, autonomous zones, protesting that allows burning down buildings and burning down minority businesses, tearing down statues, socialism, mail-in voting, voter fraud, voting with no ID, amnesty for 22 million people already here, selective quarantining to spread the coronavirus, censorship of free speech, emptying out jails and prisons, increased taxes, zero bail for violent offenders and child molesters, defunding the police, abolishing ICE, confiscating any and all guns except for 2 groups: politicians, police, and criminals. They all get to keep their guns. If you vote for Biden, you're going to be teaching grade schoolers about drag queens, unisex bathrooms, the proper methods of anal sex for transsexuals, gays, and lesbians, proper oral sex methods for lesbians and gays, and taxpayer-supported abortions and transgender operations. Abortions on demand and even after birth, infanticide. If you vote for Biden, you're going to get preschoolers taught the proper method of using condoms. Islam and atheism is going to be promoted and spread in our public schools. A vote for Biden gives you flag burning and book burning and Bible burning in our public streets. You vote for Biden, you're going to get normalization of pedophilia and pornography for all ages. You're going to get support of racist, violent political groups like BLM and Antifa and the promotion of communist China and socialism here in America. Can you believe any of this, folks? This is actually happening. It's happening on our watch. We're getting to see the end, the tribulation, and the rapture are only a couple of years away. This thing's wrapping up fast. Jesus even predicted it. He said, unless the time is shortened, no one would be saved. Listen, this thing is happening right in front of our eyes. If Trump wins, we can push this thing off for another 4 years. We can stall it. We can't eliminate it. It's not possible. The devil's going to take over, period. He's going to take over the planet, period. It's all in Bible prophecy. But we can postpone this thing for 4 more years if Trump wins and the Republicans maintain control of the Senate. Again, I don't like Trump. I don't like Biden. I don't like Republicans. I don't like Democrats. I mean, they're all crazy. They're all liars. They're all nuts. But this is an election not about the sick people running. It's about policies. And these policies the Democrats have will rob born-again Christians of their freedoms and steal our way of life and our liberties. They will take your guns. They will take your liberties. They're already doing it. They're already doing it. They decriminalized pedophilia in California. They are passing gun restrictions in California. It's already happening. They are shutting down churches. They are controlling churches in California. I'm telling you, it's going to spread everywhere. The Democrats are now Satan's greatest tool, and he's going to use them to do to you what they done to Barrett and Kavanaugh. If you watched any of those hearings, you saw what they did to them, attacking them from every conceivable angle, fabricating every conceivable lie right on TV, unashamedly and unabashedly. There are those who lie and love lying, as it says in Revelations. But listen to me carefully. This situation with Biden and America happened in Israel. It happened in Israel almost 3,000 years ago. 1 Samuel chapter 8. Listen to this. 1 Samuel chapter 8, verse 11. What we're going through now, they went through almost 3,000 years ago. Check it out. Quote, Israel said this, this will be the manner of the king that shall reign over you. Okay? Israel came to Samuel and said, we want a king. That's how Saul got put in. They said, we want a king to reign over us. And here's what they said, quote, this will be the manner of the king that shall reign over you, Samuel said to them. He warned them, God warned them through Samuel what would happen if they wanted a king, a human king, instead of him. He warned them before they made the choice, as I'm warning you before you make the choice for the demon-possessed Joe Biden. God warned Israel through Samuel, and God's warning you through me on this radio program. Check it out. This will be the manner of the king that shall reign over you. He will take your sons and appoint them for himself, his chariots, and for his horsemen. And some will run before him and run ahead of his chariots. This is God warning Israel what's going to happen to them if they vote for a king. Quote, he will appoint captains over thousands and over groups of 50s, and he will set them to plow his ground, reap his harvest, make his instruments of war and his chariots. He will take your daughters and to be perfumers, cooks, and bakers. He will take your fields and vineyards and olive yards and give them to his servants. He will take a tenth of your seed, your vineyards, and give them to his officers and his servants. He will take your men servants and your maid servants and your young men. He will take your asses and put them to his work. He will take 1/10 of your sheep. You will be his servants. You will cry out in that day because of the king you chose, and the Lord will not hear you in that day. Nevertheless, after the prophecy of the Lord came through Samuel, and that's what he told them, Listen to this, verse 19. Nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel, and they said, no, we want a king over us. And you know what happened? They got Saul, and hell came to breakfast. Folks, obviously I'm not a prophet like the great prophet Samuel. Okay? I'm a Christian counselor. I am on this radio program. I've been on this radio program for 18 years. In February, it'll be 19 years. Listen to me carefully. I'm warning you, as Samuel warned Israel, if we do not vote for Trump, and like I said, I don't like the guy either. His personality is jacked. His narcissism's off the hook. I get it. I understand that. I'm with you on that. I understand. But the policies Trump supports are 10 times better, 1,000 times better than the ones Biden supports. We will lose our liberties and our freedoms. He will take our men servants and maid servants and our young men. He will take our asses and put them to work. He will take our money. That's what it's saying here. Jehovah is telling them you're going to get taxed. Biden is on record, on video, saying that he's going to repeal the tax breaks that Trump initiated, and he's going to raise taxes. You have to pay for a $20 trillion new Green New Deal. If Biden gets in, as Samuel warned Israel, if I give you King Saul, he will take your liberties. He will tax you. He will take your money. He will take your families. He will take your land. You will cry out. You will cry out in horror after it happens. But it will not change. The same thing will happen to America. If Joe Biden gets elected and we lose the Senate to the Democrats, the demonic Democrats, we are dead in the water. All of our liberties will go. The churches will be oppressed. They will control the churches. They will force us to quarantine. They will spread the coronavirus. They will destroy us, our religious liberties. They are anti-Christ, anti-God, and anti-humans. The Democrats hate minorities. They destroy their businesses. They accelerate crime in their neighborhoods by defunding the police and canceling out ICE and developing sanctuary cities. Friends, listen to me. As Jehovah told Israel, I'm telling you, if Biden gets in, if Saul gets in, hell is coming to breakfast.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.